Dear students, I hope you have started reading the book Ivan. Hopefully, you have also started entertaining your parents with your lovely stories. Today, we will summarize and analyze the book till page 35. The book begins with Ivan, a silverback gorilla, introducing himself. Through Ivan's eyes, we get to know the innermost feelings and thoughts of a gorilla caged inside a mall. Ivan lives in a glass enclosed domain or cage at the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade in US. As part of the mall circus, he has been caged for 9,855 days. That is 27 long years. He lives all alone in his cage. You must be wondering, why is Ivan locked up in a mall? Well, he is there to attract more visitors for shopping. Ivan's life is full of flashing lights, pointed fingers, and uninvited guests. He says life is not as easy as it looks, but I have learned not to get my hopes up of ever going back to the jungle. He gets bored in his domain and feels sad he cannot read. He says, reading stories would make a fine way to fill my empty hours. Children, we are very lucky we can read stories to fill our time during this lockdown. Anyway, coming back to the story. One day, a little boy felt so sorry seeing Ivan locked in a cage that he cried. He felt Ivan must be the loneliest gorilla in the world. But Ivan says with so much time, he has gotten used to his life in the mall. He doesn't even remember much about his life as a wild gorilla. Interestingly, over the years, Ivan managed to learn to understand human language, but he still doesn't understand a lot of things about human behavior. I guess we humans must be tough to be understood. Ivan makes some very interesting observations about humans. He hints that we humans are judgmental. A judgmental person is very quick to criticize and look down on others even before knowing them properly. Children, we humans do look down on gorillas as lesser evolved than us. After all, gorillas can't even walk upright. Please read the passage highlighted in green very carefully. Here, Ivan is asking us, if gorillas can't walk upright like humans, can humans knuckle walk like gorillas? So what right do we have to judge the gorillas? Ivan also points out that humans are not as patient as gorillas. Ivan was able to learn human language only because he was patient. Humans are not even good hunters like gorillas. Ivan is very troubled by the fact that he, a gorilla, is related to humans. He calls us distant and distrustful cousins belonging to the family of great apes. I found this part very amusing that Ivan does not think too highly of us humans. Sitting inside the mall for years, Ivan observes that humans have a never ending greed for shopping. He says, then they leave, clutching their bags filled with things. But no matter how full the bags, they always come back for more. Are we shopaholics? Think about it. In the story, Ivan indirectly highlights many ironies of his life that he himself does not understand. An ironic situation is one that is strange because it is very different from what you would expect. For example, it would be ironic if a police station gets robbed or if a fire station that fights fires gets burnt down. Coming back to the ironies in Ivan's life. Although Ivan and humans are distant cousins, Ivan is caged by humans. We would never cage our family members, right? So why do we cage gorillas? Ivan says, I live here because I am too much gorilla and not enough human. Ivan is mightier than any human, 400 pounds of pure power. Yet Mac, a human, has caged him and is his boss. There are some very interesting things about Ivan that we read. He has an old TV set in his room, and his favorite shows are cartoons with bright, colorful jungles and old Western movies. Stella and Bob are Ivan's dearest friends. Stella is an old circus elephant. Unlike Ivan, Stella remembers every detail of her childhood in the jungles. She injured her foot while performing a trick in the circus. Her wound never healed, so she still limps and at times gets fever due to infection. Bob, the dog, loves to watch TV sitting with Ivan. Ivan has no gorilla friends. Children, what if you have no human friends? How would you feel? For a long time, Ivan was under the illusion that he is the last and the only gorilla on earth. After he watched a nature show on TV, Ivan realized that forests and another gorilla exist somewhere out there. This realization makes Ivan both happy and sad. Stella reassured him that one day he would meet another gorilla. Would he? Read the book and find out. Mac is Ivan's boss, and recently he has been in a very bad mood. The circus is losing money because the number of visitors has decreased. Then there is Julia, the 10-year-old daughter of the mall cleaner. She is the only human friend of Ivan. Julia gifted Ivan a stuffed gorilla toy, which he named as Not Tag. He sleeps with his stuffed toy every night. Do you have a stuffed toy you like to sleep with? Most importantly, Julia inspired Ivan to draw with crayons. She saw the hidden artist within Ivan and gave him crayons and paper. Ivan loves to draw because it helps him overcome his boredom. But Mac is greedy. He uses Ivan's drawings to lure in more and more customers and make profits by selling them. Ivan is so talented and artistic. Yet Mac blames Ivan for decreasing number of visitors. He feels Ivan has lost his magic and visitors don't find him cute any longer. And just to make Mac happy, Ivan comes up with a plan to attract more visitors. He plans to eat more than any normal gorilla does. Children, what would happen if you eat more than what you should? Yes, you are going to fall ill. Imagine Ivan is thinking of risking his health only because Mac blames him. Time for me to sign off. But before we meet next week, Please read again till page 35. Narrate the story to your parents and please discuss with your parents Ivan's observations about humans. Are we really greedy shopaholics? Are we quick to judge and look down on anyone who is different from us? Need not be a gorilla. It could be any human being who is different from us. Children, also, till page 35, mark the passages that show cruelty towards animals. And last but not the least, master any 5 words from these pages. So, bye bye. Till next week, stay safe.